How about that guy you want to hook up with? What's he doing? What's his drug of choice?
That bad stuff.
Yeah, you need to stay. He just doesn't look good.
I know he doesn't. But
oh, geez, there he is.
That's not him. That's not him.
They look alike.
Kind of. It's hard for me because I'm like, I know, like that he means well. He has a good heart. And like, it's hard for me to like separate that. But he's also like. It sounds so stupid saying it out loud, but he's like not as bad as like, I've never seen him like nodding out or like 911 doesn't get called on him. He's never like sitting there and like folded in half like all these other people. Like, doesn't make it any better that he does or doesn't do it. I don't know.
So today we are here in Orange County, California with Talia, and she also goes by Sunshine. So, how long have you been here in Garden Grove?
Like 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah.
Where are you originally from?
I grew up in the Inland Empire, like Riverside County.
Oh, okay.
Corona, really. Since I was 3, but I was born in Tustin. And lived there until I was 3 with my parents. My parents are both Orange County kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My dad grew up in El Toro. And my mom was born at Camp Pendleton, and she grew up in Anaheim.
So how'd you end up hanging out over here on Beach Boulevard?
Good question. I kind of needed a change of scenery from where I'm normally from. I've been homeless for 3 years out in Riverside, like the city of Riverside, and I just needed to get away. And so I'm very independently adventurous. Like I like to branch out and go places on my own. So I just ended up in Cypress. And I just kind of bounced around. Cypress, went to Park, Anaheim, and then Garden Grove. But the reason why I keep coming back to Garden Grove is because I like the people here most.
And what's your current living situation now?
Homeless, yeah.
So how do you make money out here to survive?
I just try to help my friends, like, because I know a lot of people on the street, they like boost. They call boosting, they like steal from stores and like sell it to people. Excuse me. But I'm not into that because like my moral compass like will not let me do that. So I just try to find people who need help. Like, do you need your car washed? Do you need help walking your groceries home? Things like normal, weird, I don't know, kind of weird things like that. And then to be honest, like, I'm kind of like spiritual, so like it seems like God always just seems to have my back. I don't know. He takes care of me for sure.
And that gets you enough to get by through the day. And do you ever have enough to get a hotel room or anything like that?
Oh no, hotel rooms are way too expensive. I'd rather eat.
Have you ever worked like a typical job?
Yeah. I actually have done quite a few things. I used to be a notary and a car insurance sales agent, which I had to take the California state test, which is one of the hardest tests you can take in California. I've also been certified to do live scans for people who are trying to like get guns or like adopt kids.
Wow, those are some pretty good jobs.
Yeah, I've had a range, but I also have I'm a freelance makeup artist, and I also have my own graphic design company.
Wow, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I have 2.
Yeah.
A 12-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter.
Where are they at?
My son is with his dad, and my daughter is with my mom.
Wow, so you have a lot of awesome skills.
I try.
I mean,
I like to learn, so.
Yeah.
I like learning new stuff all the time.
Are drugs currently a part of your life?
If you consider weed a drug.
Oh, that?
If you consider weed a drug. I smoke weed pretty much, that's it. I don't drink alcohol or anything like that.
So that's a pretty tame.
It's hard to stay away from it though, because
drug.
that's all that's around me.
Yeah.
But I don't.
So what do you see around you?
A lot of people who don't want to be alive, probably. Because mostly everybody uses fentanyl. It's really scary. super scared, which is, fentanyl is actually the reason why I'm homeless. And I've never done it. Because my husband started using fentanyl and chose that over us, and me and my kids. So I ended up becoming homeless because we lost everything. And we had a really good life. Like, he had a $100,000 a year job. He worked out in Irvine for one of the leading international lighting companies in California. Yeah, we had an apartment for 9 years off Green River in Corona. And then all it took was one time trying fentanyl, and we lost everything like in a month. Yeah.
So how did that come in? So like when you're living that kind of life, the straight life, how in the heck does fentanyl just slip in there?
Going to church every Sunday, going to family meeting, like, you know, family eat outs and doing the family life, and we're both working hard and our kids are happy, and then just like a total flop. It's weird because I already moved away from that. Like so many years ago, like I struggled with drug use and living on the streets when I was like 18, 19, but I got over it. One day I just like woke up and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't, and I just like cold turkey quit everything. I was like, Mom, I want to come home. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. And I got clean cold turkey for 12 years.
Wow, awesome.
And then, yeah, it's crazy. My life just flipped upside down, and it's crazy because one person's decisions can affect your life.
Right. How about that guy you want to hook up with? What's he doing? What's his drug of choice?
That bad stuff.
Yeah, you need to stay. He just doesn't look good.
I know he doesn't. But
oh, geez, there he is.
That's not him. That's not him.
They look alike.
Kind of. It's hard for me because I'm like, I know, like that he means well. He has a good heart. And like, it's hard for me to like separate that. But he's also like. It sounds so stupid saying it out loud, but he's like not as bad as like, I've never seen him like nodding out, or like 911 doesn't get called on him. He's never like sitting there and like folded in half like all these other people. Like, doesn't make it any better that he does or doesn't do it. I don't know.
Does that mean he can just handle it better?
Yeah, or he's more of like a function. Like he doesn't like overuse, he just like maintains his pain or whatever, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I try to don't pay attention.
Yeah.
It's probably bad.
Yeah. So when you're out here, do the cops give you a hard time?
Me specifically, sometimes. I mean, all of us, yeah, really. Like what you just saw with the security guard, it's like that. Like cops push us out of everywhere, but
right.
I guess it also depends on who you are and how you handle situations, like the way you address things. Because a lot of these people are like, "F you" to the cops and like have attitudes, and like you get what you give. You know what I mean? I'm like super polite. I also don't have a record. I don't get in trouble.
Wow.
So they waste their time with me a lot because they have run my name and they're like have to let me go, and they're not happy about it. But
yeah. So how long did your life switch over from the?
It's been 3 years.
3
I've been
years.
out here for 3 years, yeah. Or out on the streets for 3 years. I've been in Orange County for like 5 months.
And I'm assuming it's very dangerous out here.
Sure. Yeah. I hear about a lot of things. I've rarely experienced them, but
Thank God.
I try to stay out of situations.
What's the craziest thing you've seen happen to somebody else?
Craziest thing I've seen happen to somebody else. I've seen people like die on fentanyl and come back, get brought back to life. That's happened way too much. Actually, my very best friend in the entire world passed away the first month I was out here, but he's out in Riverside. So I didn't even like get to see him before he died or anything. And when I first met him, he didn't even use anything like fentanyl, just smoked weed. And then one day he just using fentanyl all of a sudden, like now he's gone.
Wow.
And it's like definitely an epidemic.
Yeah.
The zombie apocalypse is here. It's crazy. It's a crazy experience.
Have your belongings ever been stolen?
I've been homeless for 3 years, and there's nothing you can learn to change that from happening. I get my stuff stolen every other day, every other week, 5 times a month. Like I don't, like right now, I don't have any, and it sucks for me, especially because I'm not like a lot of people out here where they'll just go steal new stuff.
Yeah.
They don't care, right? But they'll steal my backpack that has my inhalers I need in it because I have asthma. And I'm sure they're going through my backpack and they just toss my inhaler back. Oh, like, who cares? She just needs to breathe with that. No, who cares about that? Oh, look, pens, and like steal all my paint pens.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. You have a phone. I see you on your
I
phone.
just got that yesterday.
Okay.
And that's the first time I've had a phone that's in my name in 6 months or more because it gets stolen so often.
And just out of curiosity, how much does that cost?
That one's an Obama phone, so it's free. I just happened to run into the girl that does Obama. She runs your information and she has them on her. And look, most of the time you need your ID, but yesterday I met a girl that she just runs your information. You don't have to have your ID with you, thank God. Because I don't have an ID because my stuff gets stolen so much, but yeah, I got it yesterday. It's nice.
Oh, wow.
I'm still not used to it.
Yeah. Have you, by chance, heard from CityNet or other programs to help get you?
CityNet is super difficult because, I mean, out in Riverside, we have what I call the Hopeless team, but they're called the Hope Team, Homeless Outreach Program. And all they do is hand you a CityNet card, tell you to call them, and then when they call you back, it's on private. And most people don't answer private for calls. And they'll leave you a message, and then you're just playing phone tag with them, and then your phone gets stolen, or your phone breaks or something, and then you just never really, it never comes to fruition. Yeah. It's frustrating because they say they're supposed to help us, but it doesn't seem like they're very accessible.
And if you could have like a dream job or something, you're way over, you have a lot of qualifications, makeup artist, the live scan, the notary, that's actually something I was going to get into also.
A notary, yeah.
So if you could like get it like going again, what would be your
When I was doing
job of
notary,
choice?
I wanted to become an NSA, which is like notary signing agent, which they do loan documents.
Heck yeah.
That's where the money's at with notaries.
Is.
Okay, if I was like all about money, I would probably go for that. But I have always learned my whole life that if you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yes.
And I'm stuck on that. And art is my passion. I love art so much. Like, I love painting and I love graphic design. Anything that has to do with art, I love it. And so I really want to go back to school to be a certified graphic designer so I can learn like all the new programs and like so I'm up with like the times with that because I'm just afraid. I'm self-taught everything, but I really want to be a graphic designer. That's what I want.
Awesome. Yeah, good for you.
Work for myself only and never make someone else rich, only myself.
Yes, definitely. And then just lastly, do you by chance have any social media information or like a Cash App in case somebody wants to reach out or get in touch with you?
I have a Cash App, that's about it. I don't have Instagram, Facebook, nothing like that anymore because it gets old, like having to get back into my accounts and everything I gave up a while ago. Yeah, it's like hard enough to keep up with my Google account. Yeah. But yeah, I have Cash App, that's about it.
Yeah, if you want to put it down, we can put it on the description of the video.
I'm sure. I have to look at my phone. I think it is.
What's the youngest person you've seen out here doing fentanyl and all that nasty
It's so
stuff?
sad. Okay, good. My husband, I'm still married, but we are legally separated for 3 years. But my husband's twin boys I've known since they were 13 are now 22. And I've met people that are 20, 19, 18. And they're like, it's sad just because their lives are like, it's not even like they have mom and dad either. It's like they had really bad lives growing up. I had like some tough times growing up, but I am very blessed. I grew up in a very loving home. I mean, there was some rough stuff, but everybody has problems, you know? But my parents were very huggy, lovey, kissy parents. Like, told us they loved us, and we went to church, and we tried to be a good family. And I was very blessed compared to a lot of the lives I've seen and heard about.
Sounds like you were doing great until that fentanyl got to your husband.
I can't blame him. Like, I'm sure I went wrong somewhere, but all I can try to do is be better from here.
Yeah.
It's hard though.
Yeah, you'll get it together.
You need a job to have a house, you need a house to get a job, and you're just like stuck in this weird catch-22 constantly. Plus, I'm grouped in, you know, birds of a feather. It doesn't look too good, but what am I supposed to do? Go be by myself? And I feel like that's a lot more dangerous.
Yeah.
But
That looks like that guy could definitely protect you.
I didn't get the nickname
mean-
Sunshine for no reason. I try to stay positive
Okay.
as well. Everybody says I always bring the sunshine, even
Yeah.
if it's nighttime. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah.
I think that's it, but I have to look.
And then lastly, are you okay if we use the video on our YouTube channel?
Of course.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Sunshine.
Anything you need.
Okay. Thank you.
I can't promise I'll watch it. I hope it helps you.
Success.